Hello, everybody, and good morning. We are about a minute and 10 seconds away from joining the main broadcast in the show match for set 17. So, pretty excited for that. Um, that's all I have with me today is Cora, so we'll be reacting to the show match. But besides that, you'll see the stream start after or restart after, and that's kind of just like for my recording purposes, so we can keep the show match and the finals separate. But good morning, everyone, and thanks for joining. So we'll see you in a few seconds here. So Cora, you've been reading about the changes, right?
Some, yes.
What are you kind of looking out to see today, or in the show match, I guess?
I just want to see more of the art. I love the Hades inspo.
Nice.
But hopefully we see Zed. I want set 2 Zed. But that requires an augment. Other than that, I haven't looked into the units too much. So I don't know like what a lot of the abilities are. So it'll be cool to see because I haven't read into that part yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up some stuff too as we start up here.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Tactician's Crown broadcast for Lore and Legends. Today is a very special one because it's the grand finals, but we also get a chance to show
I'm wearing
you
a collared shirt today as well because it's grand. But I'm wearing my barred shirt underneath.
That we will be getting into shortly before we get into our first games of the day. This is also going to give you plenty of time to make sure that you have finished your pick'ems powered by AWS.
Oh, yes.
This is the last chance for you to lock in your predictions, give us those thoughts, and maybe even win some additional treasure tokens and cosmetics.
Good reminder.
To do your pick'ems over
Great
the last
reminder.
2 days. So yep, only available until that first game.
Okay. Darth Nub 8, so I don't curse.
Yep.
CLE, and of course our special guest Matt Dunn, one of the set designers for Space Gods. How are you guys doing?
Doing great. Yeah, excited.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like you get away with it. Clement and Celia, they start the same. So
Do we
appreciate you.
I really tried hard.
Do we go
I heard it come out of my mouth and I went, oh, I did start saying the wrong name. You caught me.
He complains all the time that our names start the same because he can't ever find his own name on things.
What about the Sayalulu?
That's I appreciate it. I do.
Well, yeah, that's what. Okay, that's what I was gonna say. Should we put Saya first or Revan first? Because those are my two picks right now. I think Dasik will round the top 3.
Matt, this is the Rune's first
personally
big look at what set 17 has to offer. So what has been one thing that you've been
I need Elliot to win to give some CTG.
Yeah.
There's so much in the
Elliot top 4. Oh wait, but then
the realm of the gods.
okay.
It's a big new thing with this set. It's
oh my
gosh.
gosh.
Now it is replacing the carousel.
Regional Pride.
In action here in the show match. Really looking forward to that.
Wait, where is Carousel?
I mean,
like it's gone, but like where did it go?
I think Darth can do it. I think he can win.
I think it got pulled into a black hole, is what somebody told me. So it's got to travel through a wormhole.
I will not confirm whether I believe or not.
To be honest with you guys, I think we found
To avoid the curse.
Let's take a look at these amazing.
To avoid the curse, I'll tell the stream.
I am so excited because remember hearing about Soraka being one of the very first.
I won't tell the stream where the placement is. Yes.
And so
We'll look at my pickums after.
And then
we'll just see how correct I was after the fact.
The rest of the process.
Yeah, that's a great question. So
But we know if it's the stream curse or the pickums curse.
True. Okay. I'm down. So we're just reviewing. There are no announcements of pickums at this time.
The various universes we have throughout all our different skin lines, and find ones that we could transform into a sort
On
of
second
divine
note,
role.
is
So in
Darth
this case,
Nubcast
Soraka, in her
streaming?
Stargarden skin, takes on the role of the god of the
I think
stars.
so. He
And
was
you know,
yesterday. He might
it
not be
was a bold bet
streaming
there,
during
and
the
Probably
I
won't
mean,
until after the
she
yeah
show
did an
match.
amazing job
after the show
reimagining the look
match.
from some of these people. And when that first Soraka art came back, that we knew like, oh, this could work.
More,
This
yeah. I
looks
also
good.
don't know a
Oh my gosh,
lot
in the
too
dev
much
drop,
about this
I
player,
loved
but
being
with
able to hear
their
about the design
yesterday's
process for
scores.
Echo to
Yes.
join the God rank. We're so excited to be able to showcase even more features about Set 17. But before that, I think one of the things that we've all been eager to learn more about is what was Huamie going to get as an augment in game to commemorate his win at the TFT Paris Open. You guys created a special prismatic augment, given that that was his second
That's cool.
major TFT win. And so tell us a little bit about this, the
Maury.
Baron's Lair.
Yeah, absolutely. So this one was cooked up by Kent Wu. Some of you more familiar might know Kent's work already
Oh.
in the game. He did a great job.
I saw that augment, but
No.
it didn't say it was
I
Juan
was gonna
Mays.
say, I'm surprised
But I know
Lily
it's
thought of
Oh.
this
Oh
one.
man, no, this is Juan May's augment, not Kent. But so as we all know, in Juan May's amazing Paris Open victory, the Baron played a pretty significant role in that exciting moment where he found it. And the thing I love about the Open
Surprised
is in
Lily
that
is not a
moment,
god.
you can just hear the
Right?
crowd
Clearly did not do any other work on
exploding
this
with
besides
excitement.
that augment.
So they really wanted to capture like the essence of Baron with this augment. And one of the most unique things about Baron's kit in Lore and Legends is how he can bring the whole fight into the void. You know, that special effect goes out, makes the whole thing look really cool. So we wanted to capture that and immortalize it with
Actually,
this
this is feeding my Baron
on top of that,
Riftbound
there's an
theory.
extra little bit
Baron
there,
is the new
where it gives you a tank item. This
it
is actually
girl.
a nod to the fact that some of the unique choices
Who'd have
that
thought
Juan
Baron
made
would be
at,
Riot's
today. In this case, it was he really had an extreme priority for tank items in that final game. And not only is that a nod to that, but it also synergizes very well with the Baron effect to create this total cohesive package where you have your tank items, you stall out for the Baron effect to go on, and then you just wrap it up through the power of the Baron.
Wow, I cannot wait to be able to see this augment in action, and we get to do that maybe shortly if any of our players for the show match ended up picking it. Let's get started, everybody. Your first look at Space Gods Set 17. Now, Matt, you have
So I wonder if we'll see
been
mech,
one
like
of
the mighty mech is
influencers
just straight up a
for our
unit.
TikToks and our social posts. Do
Mhm.
you mind doing the honors to introduce
wow,
us to the
that-
show match?
Oh,
Look, that was the
sure,
very
I'll do my
beginning, and it
best.
was weird to not see the carousel. I actually forgot that
welcome,
we were
everyone.
in the game.
Very happy to have you here. And without
Well, we
further
don't have
ado,
carousel
welcome
right now
to
to start with
Space
anyways.
Gods.
Wow.
It's in
I
Counter
love it.
Strikes.
I got
True, true,
chills.
true.
Yeah, it's like
I
weird
can't
to have
wait.
everything up at the
As
top
I
and not in the
saw
middle.
Gods, this game
Yeah.
had been- I caught a glimpse of, I think, Thresh and Echo.
Yeah.
Space
Oh, wonderful.
gods.
That's what I saw too, and I see on a bench we have Anima already being picked
Ooh.
up by Sean's. Tell us a little bit about Anima. I know it's a little bit of the high risk trait this set.
That is correct. So Anima, we saw Anima last in set 14, Cyber City. This time, we wanted to see if we could do a slightly different take on the theme of having those animal weapons, and in this case, it is the high risk trait for the set. You build up tech. When you reach certain tech thresholds, you get a chance to
Let's
turn
go,
that tech into
Trisha.
weapons, or to
Yes.
store it away, keep building for higher
Also, I
tier
think I
weapons.
have never
Now, one of the
seen
cool things
Sean's
with
as a
Anima is
background.
that
It's
the
very
higher
cool.
tier weapons can actually be used by anyone. So if you reach one of those higher cash outs,
I wish
and you
I
think,
had
"Oh, I got this
more
weapon, I could use it with
plants
this other characters, not
in
even Anima
my
Squad characters, just other characters
home.
set, you can have some of that fun
Alas,
pivoting to that
being a
character
first-time cat
after your big
owner
cash out.
I'm
is
pretty
not
excited about all the
instill
new
much
trades, and I feel like they're so flavorful,
confidence
but
in me.
I kind of want to tap back a little bit to yesterday because you told me Thresh is your
And like
favorite
space-wise.
of the 9 gods, of space gods, because he can tempt you with a pool of variety from the other gods. So how keen do you think our show match players are going to be to maybe click on Thresh?
Well, that's a good question. Yes, I mean,
Ooh.
Ooh.
oh, look at this.
Hey, Prismatics to start adding a little bit of chaos, maybe some more extra resources to make something crazy happen in this game.
Oh,
I like to see that Forged in Strength is still in the game.
yep. It's another nod to one of the great wins in the history. We love having that kind of legacy built into the game. You know, remembering the players, the moments that make the game what it is.
I'm looking at these splash
Definitely one
arts, and
of
some of
my
these are gonna
most
take some
exciting
time.
additions. I think
That did
I've
not
seen
look like
that come into the
Lysandra.
game, and I'm already starting to think like, well, we're gonna crown another champion today,
Oh,
so
Yes.
you're
this
gonna have to go back to the
purpley
books to
unit,
make
right?
another one.
Crown the
Yeah,
Dark
and the
Slayer.
splash art's red.
Mm.
Well, I want to know if somebody picked up Baron Slayer because
Me too.
it is a prismatic, of course. I clicked it in the playtest, but I somehow wasn't
I
able
am
to
happy to
channel
see
my
Dark
inner
Star
Juan
back.
Mei, unfortunately. Did not end up with a
I
win.
have Dark Star Nightmares.
Ooh, I like this
Dark
Dark
Star
Star trait.
Shaco.
Now, I've got to
Yup.
be honest, I
Was one
got
of
walloped a
the
couple of times by a Dark Star
was one of the
Mordekaiser.
sets that I
And
went
so
hot.
I'm kind of wondering, is this a trait that you
Maybe.
expect people to have a lot of fun with? Was that something that you had in mind when actually creating the Dark Star trait, the entertainment factor?
I like how they're
Oh,
hovering all these
definitely.
traits when
Like,
they talk about them.
we
Yeah,
definitely
me
believe
too.
that the spectacle of having
Ooh.
people
Thank you.
just sucked into the black
Player.
hole on the side would be a lot of fun to see. So, you know, that you get that right off the bat, like it's unlocked at the very first tier, and you just start to have fun seeing people.
Oh,
Yeah, I guess
Gwen
that wasn't
looks funny.
spectator doing
And
it. It just
looking
happened to
at
be
Lua's
every
current start on
time
the
the
board,
caster
playing
Yeah.
so
talked
long,
about the
being able
player
to have a
also.
strong board early.
Yeah.
I think this is obviously a great setup in any set. And now looking at an early upgrade here for that Mordekaiser
Yeah,
specifically,
Voyager.
I'm pretty sure this is one of those units
Voyager
that has those three
is
traits,
and
so it's kind
Shepard
of
are
like
the ones that I want to
the
take a look
glue to a
at
lot of boards.
and see
That's
what's
correct,
going
yeah.
on
It's
there.
Summon trait.
In addition to Darkstar, which is a solid splash all on its own, you have Channeler, which is one of our new caster traits, and of course he's
that's
a Vanguard
what's
on
right.
the front, a nice tank trait.
LeBlanc
Not
clones.
only
Oh
that,
my
he also has his own hero augment. I believe it's called Heat Death. And it has a really, really cool way it works. Would you mind explaining that one?
Sure, absolutely. So, yeah, that one is very straightforward, but at the same time, it is fun to watch. It starts as just an AoE around Mordekaiser, and that just keeps growing.
That's so sick.
Yeah, it does damage. When you cast, it has moments of doing even more damage, but yeah, eventually it can just envelop the entire battlefield.
Necro. Do you see what I see? It's Vigar.
Yeah!
He did that too.
He even
True,
has
Vigar
a
back.
radiant death cap! That's awesome.
Nice. Yeah, Vigar, one of our meeples. They're the trait that have little meeple buddies that help them with their spells. They're a lot of fun to watch.
Ooh, here we are. The god coming in.
There's that random boon.
Oh.
Could be anything.
Also a spatula, so two pretty high variance gods here.
Wow, so random boon. What is in the pool for the random boons?
So that pulls from any of the other gods' offerings. So you can get just anything that they could offer, plus a little gold on top. Of course, the risk is you don't know
Okay,
what
so
you're
it
getting.
looked like
It might not be
3 or
suited to what you're trying to do.
4. Either they were
Well,
sitting with the
and a little bit
Pengu
more
while
raw
they
power
were
for that. So
selecting,
are you
or
willing to
they
take the risk? Are you feeling
selected the.
flexible? Do you need to take
They
a
didn't
chance? No, I mean,
commit to a
knowing
god
when
there.
you are in a position
think.
in which you need to create
Yeah, I'm not
that
sure
boon,
because the way they
that's a
talked
skill
about
on
it
its own.
before was you could always pick
True.
Pingu
I
for
like that you can
generic
also
stuff,
see
but
what
it's not
people
in the
have
two
picked
god
if you look at
choices, so it's
the
like
little
two
pedestal on the
choices.
bottom right of somebody's
You
Yes.
pick your
board.
Yep.
like
I can
god,
see.
and
Okay,
then you
a couple
pick
people favored Echo,
a
and that makes me
champion.
kind of wondering who
I'm
do
not
you
sure.
think people will pick?
Yeah, absolutely. Because I feel like on the playtest, people really enjoyed sticking to one of the two gods, and it does matter to an extent because later in the game there is basically a treasure round
LeBlanc?
where your
Yeah,
god of
I like
choosing
that.
then gives you something extra, and so the one you picked 2 times will decide what you get in your treasure round, which people should maybe be a little bit aware of. Would you recommend that people tend to just like pick God A and then pick God B to then see for the third one where they want to go? Or is it more like a
Allegiance.
you can end up wherever you want. If you want to go Echo all the way, that's also super viable.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
hopefully
do
they
think
have
there
by
are
the
a lot of good
time
viable
like it's
approaches
live
to
or
that.
something, a way to
I
know what
myself
arbiter
tend to just
is.
go in the moment. What does each of these blessings give me that I'm
Oh,
looking
Because
it's
for?
arbiter
now
is
it's on.
their
If you want
like
to try
admin type trait where I think
the big
every
payoff
player
event,
picks
I think
something
that's also
different
perfectly fine.
based
We're
off
also
the description.
currently seeing a trait on screen that I'm super interested in. I was reading about it last night. Arbiter.
Okay,
It reminded me
perfect.
of admin, which was one of my favorite traits in the past. Can you tell me about the design of this trait?
Absolutely, that is correct. Great call out to catch admin there from the past. Admin from set 8. Arbiter, in a very similar way, lets you sort of create your own trait from these little building blocks. We present you with some options that are inputs and outputs, causes and effects. And you choose one cause and one effect, and that will build your Arbiter effect, essentially. So, for example, you might have every 3 attacks as your cause, and um, maybe get AP is a very simple one as your output. And you would have someone that, as they attack a lot, builds up a lot of AP. That would actually be pretty solid for someone like, say, LeBlanc. But there are some wilder outputs out there as well, and some interesting inputs to build around.
I played a set of Arbiter, or
Wait,
a
is she
game of
not a
Arbiter in the
meeple?
new set, and I believe I clicked on
Which
for
one, Lulu?
every starter
Yeah.
level that you get extra attack speed as a
Mm,
reroll theme.
I think she's
you know? I
Stargazer,
was really
Stargazer
having a
Shopper.
grand old time making my entire board golden, and it worked out pretty well. So that was super fun.
Awesome. I'm glad you enjoyed that. That's exactly the sort of like have a few.
I
Of those
really
things that,
liked
like, oh, it's gonna be
admin
fun
as
to
a
do this
trait.
with my
It's like I like Arbiter, but it's like
Yeah.
really difficult from a
Oh, I think we're seeing
spectator
our new unit there.
standpoint.
That's
Mhm.
Meepsy in the middle.
Yes. Ooh. Tell us about
Meepsy.
Meepsy.
So Meepsy is a little meep piloting an asteroid golem. They are
So cute.
a new unit for the Meeple trait. They're a 2-cost tank. And yeah, we are very happy to have gotten them in here.
Wait, so how did that even come about? You know, were you just like, oh, we're really excited to build the Meeple trade and we want to keep creating new champions that kind of fit into the convergence?
Yeah, so in a way, like it's, we knew we needed tank. Like that was the hole we needed to fill. We were looking through some of our options. And so one of the astronaut skins is Ivern. And Ivern, of course, has the Daisy summon. And so we were looking at what it looked like in that skin, and we saw the little meep piloting the golem. Like, that's so cute. Can we just make that a unit by itself?
I love it.
And yeah, we even have it has its own splash art and everything, crafted again by our wonderful artists. And it's a very cute addition to the roster.
And seeing the little meep in there, just like vibing, just
Yes.
moving around, is hilarious. I love it.
I love it. I actually, wow, first off, I'm looking at this feeling lucky, and I'm like, okay,
Yep.
people like to,
Oh,
no.
stop that.
Can't
Ooh.
get lucky on
What?
this show
Where's all
match.
these, where's all these
Ooh.
The
fans
heck?
coming from?
But got a
And the
spatula.
Tactician's Cape, obviously great for these boards. Meeple is one of the big verticals in this set. How do you get to that 10 trait?
Well, it's not easy.
Okay.
We have
You'll,
Shepherd.
Need some emblems to get there,
Screech.
but, yeah, it's the payout. Should someone get there, is a
Oh
fun
my
spectacle to watch.
gosh.
Another thing that's super fun to watch that we're just
So you
seeing
can
Hunter put on his
itemize
board here is he unlocked
the
Shepherd 3,
Shepherd
which is another
Summit.
one of these chase traits that you're
Question
mentioning here,
mark?
CLE. And I love this one because it's another
I don't
new
know.
character you guys added into the game, and not only is it a new character, it develops the more you put. So Baya and Bajan. Bia and Bajan is the name of the summoned shepherd.
Yes, Bia and Bayan. They are our new summon unit for this set. Yeah, so Shepherd is the summon trait.
Whoa,
Interesting note with,
Laduk
Shepherd
Cam.
is this time
Cool.
around, it is more of a class than an origin, which means it's not tied to any specific skin line. A lot of times in the past, our summon trait has been like, well, we'll take this skin line, turn it into the summon trait, so forth and so on. So it gave us a lot of freedom with what to do with the look and feel of this summon. And so, again, our great art narrative team, all that, like came together and said, okay, we can craft something from whole cloth, make something
I didn't
entirely
know there
new
was
for
an
TFT.
astronaut
What
phys-
can we do? And they came up with this pair of the little baby beast,
What was
Bia,
that? 10 what?
and then the big
I didn't know there was an
mongoose from the
astronaut
higher
phys skin.
tiers,
Oh.
Bayan,
This one was a
and
meep
then
one. I didn't know that
highest,
skin
they work
existed.
together as a unit. And
So
yeah,
cool.
I love that.
a lot of fun to watch. Bia is very cute, and Bayan does some pretty sweet stuff.
And they don't take up a board slot, right?
Oh yeah, that is correct. As a summon, they're just a bonus unit they're free to have.
Okay.
We are going to be going into our next carousel round, so I kind of want to take that as a pickup because there's been a lot of confusion around the gods and the catch-up mechanic. Yes, I'm calling you out specifically,
Two
chat.
5
A
costs.
lot of people don't understand how
Oh, after
exactly the
4
catch-up
rounds.
here works because, of course, Carousel used to offer 5 costs, 4 costs to those players that are lower in standings first. So could you elaborate, maybe for everybody that is still a little bit confused, how exactly
think this
does it
after is the
work for
minor
Tengu
one?
to cut you up?
Sure. Okay. So, yeah,
Yeah.
Pengu is one of the things that are working as part of our catch-up mechanic. Because as you know, one of the things that Carousel does do is allow for a bit of a catch-up for if you are a little farther down. You have a chance to get back in the game by having first dibs on what's going on in the carousel there. In this realm of the gods, after your major gods have given you their offerings, you've made your choice. We also have the third god there, Pengu. Pengu is the god in the set. He offers you another set of options you can choose from. He'll always help you no matter who you're aligned with. He's always got your back.
Okay,
But
so
if
you
you are
always
doing
get
a little
it.
worse, your options are just a smidge better from what Pengu offers you. We're talking like maybe a gold or two a difference, something like that. You know, I mean, much the same way that like the range of units you would see on a given carousel might be between like 1 and 3 costs early and then a little higher later on.
Exactly. So here on stage 3, we saw 4 costs offered to a duck who would be first pick on the carousel, which would be, hey, there's 3 of those ish on the carousel. There was 3 options there for him. So seems very, very similar, if not almost the same. Except maybe the components come with it are a little bit different because of how the gods work.
Yeah, it's there is another subtler catch-up thing built into some of how the PvE rounds work right now. It's basically some of your components may be replaced with anvils instead, giving you a little bit more selection. Not more components total, just a little bit more selection when you're placed a little farther down.
We have it.
Okay.
The Baron's Lair is here.
I was
Oh,
gonna
yeah?
say,
No
That's
way.
so
On board
cool.
for Hollythoff.
just getting a
Nice.
choice like
Oh, and we got
units like being like
augmented
1
power,
gold
so
more
it looks
doesn't
like we're
seem
going to
like
be seeing
that worth
gold
it,
or
considering when
silver
like
augments
most
for
of the time you
final
lost streak
game.
to get perfect items.
But wow, I can't
So
wait to
it's like,
see this
but the items
particular
aren't part of
augment in
that.
action. And
But
also, he's using
in the
a trait
PvE
that I
part,
would
they
love
were
to know a bit
saying
more
you
about. That's
get
the
anvils more
Timebreaker
often
trait.
than just straight up
I remember the
components
dev
here at the
drop
bottom.
talking about this a little bit in terms of it being able
That
to
makes
give
a little
you
bit
some
of
additional
sense.
rewards.
I don't
So
know
what
if it'll
are
be
these
worth
trait
it still to
points?
play
What do they
Lost
look
Streak
like?
though.
Oh, sure. Okay, yeah. So Timebreaker is pretty straightforward. The 2-piece, that's what opens up the sort of econ aspect of the trade, I suppose you could say. Where on a loss, you get rerolls. On a win, you get XP. And much like older traits, like say, I believe Exalted did something like this, the XP is stored in a little thingy on your board that you can then sell when you're
Talons
ready to get
splash
that
art
XP.
looked particularly
Again, losing also gives
gray.
you rerolls, so it gives
Maybe
you
it
like
was just
whichever
because
direction you're going, like you get a little extra stuff on top. At the 3
of
and
the
the 4, it
border.
becomes more of a combat boost. You get bonus
Yeah,
attack
I don't.
speed, very
I
straightforward
mean, it's
stuff.
always rough at the
The
beginning of a
perhaps
set,
the
like the
interesting
splash
part about
arts,
Timebreaker is its 1 cost Ezreal
and
is
like
a
people
special
say it all the time.
scaling 1
I feel
cost
like
in this set.
these
Where
are gonna
he
take
builds
a
up more
bit longer to
takedowns.
get
You might be able
used
to see it
to.
in action here. With more takedowns, yeah, you see a little
Ooh.
barrage of lasers from his drone backup.
He's similar
Because I feel like,
to,
I keep
not
doing that. I
exactly the
keep
same,
looking at the
similar
shop,
to
and like a
Kayle
lot of
was
these do
in
not,
previous set where
to
she
me,
ramps up,
look
so
very
he can do the
clear.
same thing, right?
Exactly, a similar kind of goal. Have this 1 cost that has a dream of scaling throughout the game.
One cost reroll is back. Let's
Me,
go.
Ezreal 2020.
Yes.
Nice.
Ooh, Twisted Fate
16
also
minutes
seems to
for all
be
of
a fun
those
reroll
who
to play
may
as
or
well,
may
but I
not
wanna
have finished
call out
their
that if you see
pick'ems.
E2 Timebreaker on this board that's going fast 8,
That we
it's a
will
very
only
good
be
splashable
reviewing
thing.
at the end
It
of
kind
the
of reminds me
day.
of Bard from the current set.
Bingo. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, it is a nice little bit of extra boost that you can splash in if you'd like.
One thing I want to call out, because one of people's favorite things about set 16 is the flexibility of it.
Yes.
Talk to me about Kane and Redeemer.
Meeple
That's his
stop.
only trait.
So Kane is a pretty interesting
It's not
one.
Or is
Cane,
it
it's
Rost? Which one was it?
Frost.
Frost, I
Yeah.
It
think.
is Frost, yes,
Okay,
you're right.
thank you.
Rost, yes. So Rost is a tank in the set, has the Redeemer traits. That is the only trait. Rost
I need to look up Lucian's ability. I don't know what these numbers are.
In that Redeemer
Oh, that's not Lucian, that's
has
TF. Who is that?
a built-in build around to it. It's
That's TF.
for each trait you
Yeah.
have active. So you're trying
The
to like just have a
purple
bunch of traits active.
with
Yeah.
the trails, yeah. He's got the TF
so by
there.
It's
having
funny.
that
It's
built
like
into
every
your
like
unit
few
as an
autos,
augment,
roll a
gives it another way to,
number,
like present this mini game
and
for you.
does extra damage, I
Here,
think.
here's this other direction going. Now, it's interesting in that like that is not he himself is not really a flexible unit in the sense that like you can't just throw him in. You have to like build around what he's doing. But when you get him, he has the opportunity to nudge you on a different path than what you're doing, and in that way, we're hoping can encourage some of that flexibility. Like I was doing this thing, but now I got Ross. Maybe I'm not going to do this other thing now.
Very cool. So did you kind of envision him then to be sort of like a bronze for life, or?
Yes, yeah, exactly. That kind
Yes.
of like
Premise.
we're going to get as many traits active as we can, and benefit from that.
Fiora.
Okay, I have another quick question for you. How did you get Rammus back in the set?
Yes.
Who did
Shoot.
you convince to get this back in the set?
Well, I mean, Rammus, it was exactly the right unit for the job. We wanted another good tank for Meeple. Rammus looks very tanky, and I believe we gave him a spell that looked pretty cool. Which
He looks
was,
very meeple.
yeah.
Very.
She
So
saw a
you can
lot
see
of
when this
legendaries
Meeple
on
going, I
the.
believe they all sort of hang out on his.
I think could double check the
his shell
5
there,
cost odds.
Mhm.
and help buff up his defense.
We did see Trisha just roll down a little bit, and a lot of the legendaries were popping up in her shop. We have Shen on the board as well. I know, Cieli, you were really excited to see some of those favorites kind of return. A lot of legendaries for the first time
Rip
being
Trisha.
chosen to be one.
Yeah.
How do you decide which unit gets to be
Ooh.
legendary in a set?
Oh, there's a Jin here
Oh, that
too.
is a really good question. It's a
Finger
number of
guns,
factors.
Jin.
I mean, we are certainly aware of
I like how the
which units
mechanic,
have not yet
at
had a
least
chance to be
visually,
one.
is
Although,
reminding me of
related to that
Remix
question,
Rumble,
though,
but
is,
without taking the
do we
bench
feel there's
slots.
something we can do with this unit that would feel legendary, that would fit in this set, all that sort of thing.
From.
So in this case, we
Wait, what
did
do you
find
mean?
ones that we felt like would
That,
work for,
like,
Shen,
the
Vex,
cannons
Graves, I believe
that
is another
will
one.
Yeah.
appear on the
Um,
side.
Oh, for
Cast,
Jin. Yes, yes, yes.
Oh yeah,
Agreed.
for Jin,
Yeah,
sorry.
landing, hopefully people that are big fans
the
of those
turrets don't
champions
take up bench,
will
so
get to
just
enjoy
like
those five
there.
costs.
Well, I'm
Mhm.
seeing one, Jin. Why
Yeah.
is he so
I feel like
big?
Jin has been a legendary a
That's, I
lot.
believe, yes, they have 6 Dark Star active. So with 6 Dark Star, one of your Dark Star units becomes super massive. And in this case, I
What
believe
was
it
the
is
other
Jin.
time?
It's
I
quite large. It
only
also gives you 2
remembered
little
Is it just the two? I
an
feel like he was one
extra.
other
black
time.
holes to place on the board. You can see one right there.
It's like they had one
Which,
before my
in
show, but
addition
I
to
don't.
helping
Maybe I'm
uh,
mistaken.
absorb a little damage.
It's
You
been
get that
4
removal,
cost a
but you
lot,
can
but that
also do
makes
the
sense
damage
because
around
he's
them. It's
Jin
not
and
a black
4.
hole there. But yeah, it gives you a little
Maybe
more
that was
staying
the
power
first
for
time
your
he was
big, super
legendary.
massive unit, in this case, Jin, to dish out a bunch
Mystery
of damage.
loot.
Also,
You have to
what are we
gamba.
calling this now? Because Minx last time
Oh
called it
no, I
carousel.
have
That is not what's
to.
happening.
Fair.
The
Come
realm
on,
of the
Ladakh.
gods?
Yep, that is
Okay.
what I
Alright.
call it, yeah.
My bad. Good catch.
It'll
The
take a
realm of the
Badge.
It'll
gods.
take a little bit of a
Click on
practice.
It could have
fresh.
been
Come on, I
anything.
dare
It could have
you.
even been an
Roll the
artifact.
dice. There you
Yay! Ladakh is a real one.
go. Ooh, 5 cost Graves
I
being an
love the
option here. He
cast.
does
They all
take it.
just went,
This is a unit
yay.
that I'm very excited to play. I didn't get a chance to yet. Tell me more about the design behind this unit and how
Also, I was
flexible it is.
confused because
Okay,
because
so
it's definitely
Graves
Thresh, but it
is
says Soraka
a
every
very cool
time.
one.
I was like, these seem
Graves
like Thresh
has an
augments. It is
entire
Thresh.
tech
It's
tree
just
built
worded
into it.
wrong.
Oh,
There are
okay.
a series of upgrades. Basically,
These are not
each
Soraka
round you
augments.
get offered an upgrade. It starts off pretty quick, so you have a chance to get a few upgrades right away, and then it slows down over time. But each of those upgrades can potentially put them down a different path, a different tech tree
Okay, so
of
these
what you're trying to build. So you might have a more traditional backline carry. You might go a more
4B
castery route. You might go for a
things.
more like mid-range fighter
I
type
think
of
it's
upgrade
6
path.
Dark Star. I forget if it's 4 or
But there's
6.
a
I
lot of
think it's
different
6.
ways
Yeah,
to
6.
slot
100%
them into your comp, and
effectiveness.
whatever items you might have lying around spare,
Mm.
it's easier to find a home on Graves. It
So
also gives you
that's
big
why Jin
scaling
is so
fantasy.
big, because he's
I
got
believe
the
all in
strongest
all,
Dark
there
Star.
are something
Yeah,
like
he's
30
super
different
massive or
upgrades
something.
available for him.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Even more if you count like the different levels of some of the upgrades. Like some have like upgrade 1, upgrade 2.
I also
of,
like
like
to
the
play
similar thing, but
Zaya
they're stronger.
when she's in the
But
set.
yeah, there's a lot you can do with that unit, and I think
Is she
people
3
will have fun
cost?
experimenting with
4.
all the different options.
Is
She's
this
4.
something that
Okay.
you looked
Oh
at,
yeah,
like
she's there in trial.
Rise, for example, from this set, and you said, well, people love being able to kind of flex around with Rise, make those spells.
Oh yeah,
I just thought of a
absolutely.
fun cosplay idea.
Having some of
Is
those
if you
units in there that are like,
Morgana
oh, here's
with
what can I do with this?
Dark
what can I-
Lady
what can I build
from
with
How
this?
can we cook?
Sailor
Yeah,
Moon,
exactly.
like
I'm freaking out. I
Rini
saw
when she's
the
all grown up.
UFO on Cesar's board here, and
gotcha.
I want to see it
Chibi
again.
Moon.
He's
Yep.
playing
Chibusa.
around those meeples, and he has Bard, which summons that little extra. But here's our treasure round happening right now. So we can see Thresh's Blessing. What exactly is that?
So Thresh's Blessing, I believe,
Yay, more
will each
gamba.
round roll a die for you and give you a different upgrade based on that die roll. So again, a
Wow.
little more chance.
Ooh, the anomaly?
Yes.
Oh
Echoes.
yes.
Oh,
So
was it
Echo's
gonna
Blessing.
explain?
Echo gives you a bit of a blast from the past. It's an anomaly item that you put on one of your units, and depending on what the roll is, it will mimic the anomaly effect, one of the anomalies from set 13.
Oh, set
And
13.
this, I'm so excited to see this happen. But so
It's
the
based on
treasure
roll, it
realms,
looked
though,
like. 'Cause that was a lot
those
of text.
rewards are going to be the same based on the allegiance that you had towards a god at the end of it. There's no like power scaling for your allegiance to them, like if you pick them 3 times, for example.
No, yeah, it's the payout should be the same whether you do it 2 or 3 times. It's just whichever
The
one
anomaly, yep.
you
Is based
aligned
off.
with the most. I believe there's one exception with Yasuo where because Yasuo powers up your the hexes that he gives you, Yasuo gives you special hexes. If you only chose them
Or is
twice, and you only
predetermined,
have
I
2
guess I
hexes,
mean
kind
to
of make
say.
you feel a little. Yeah, you don't want to feel like, oh, I have one less hex. It's just worse for me. We give you a little gold as compensation. Something I also wanted to note, you'll see over on the right side of the screen there, you could actually see some of this after the second round, but once people have aligned with a particular god, you can see which god people have aligned with next to their portrait there. So after round 2, anyone who had chosen the same god twice, you would have seen that.
So
image
this kind of visual came back from when we used to choose our
Which is
our
pretty cool,
champion.
because if
Legends.
I know the
Yeah,
rest of the lobby
legends.
is going to go into a Thresh gotcha moment, I can still catch up if I haven't aligned myself and also go down that route to kind of follow the lobby tempo a little bit.
I want to see what these
and, you know,
Arcana
it's also
rewards are.
fun just to see, like, hey, what
Here's
do
a
we all
Graves
do?
upgrade.
Oh yes, there you go. So you can see here's all
Got
the
a
different
blighting
upgrade options
jewel.
you have. There's a gold
Oh wait,
cost
that
for
was
some
from
on
the other
bottom,
thing
and some of them
earlier.
are also just
Mhm.
In
for
4
free.
rounds.
And we'll see what happens.
I
when
thought that
you
was
take
just the
like
Gamba roll.
Look
Whoa!
at that. Wow,
your
he got
brand new Graves.
delivered.
Yep.
So
Oh,
cool.
7
Factory new.
Meeple.
I said, what
The
is
3 was
his
2
bench
4
slot
cost.
that
Okay,
Graves
Thresh
is in?
is
Okay,
pretty
so
high Gamba.
Meeple at the higher tier there can create this the cloning facility on your bench.
Was that Bard
These
that
little
did that
meats
before?
can hang out and clone
Or was it
whatever
that
you
had
put in
that?
there. It works very much like if you remember set 11.
Wait.
Wait, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh, this way.
After
Ah,
enough
that's
rounds
right.
equal to the cost, you get a new copy
Paint
of the
them.
thing. So
Yeah.
once you get to that gold
That's a
level
big frog.
Meeple, you can start cranking out more units.
This giant Tom
That thing
Hanks.
is huge.
I'll bet that has an anomaly. Yep.
Yep, sure does. Also, we see Aurelion Sol. I know he's a god in this set, but he's also a unit.
So yes, most of the units that are gods do not appear in the set. Aurelion Soul is one tiny exception because in this case,
He's
it's
a
a
mech.
mech Aurelion Soul. We
Yeah.
figured it made some sense that like,
I'll allow
sure,
it.
in this world, why wouldn't someone make a mech that looks like this god? You know, I could
It
believe
makes
it.
sense, actually.
Oh,
Especially if
might-
you like, worship Aurelion Soul, then maybe you would actually make a mech out of him.
Yeah,
Oh,
and that
Vex.
did give us the opportunity to. So the mech
Oh,
trait
Vex
allows you
looks
to
so
transform
Vex
cute.
looks
mechs
cool.
between 2 different modes and 2 different
Put Vex
forms.
in over this
And the
Sona.
form
I
that
don't know what
Aurelion
Sona's
Soul
traits are, but I want to see the Vex.
is the jet
I
form,
think.
the spacecraft form, which then operates much like the old Set 3 Aurelion Soul, a battle cruiser flying around, launching fighters.
So cool.
I wanna see a
know
taxi
there's
vet.
reward tax that comes with that, though, right? If
Yeah.
you
The
change
Sona
it to
is,
the
but I
other,
forget what
change your mech
else.
unit to the other form, it takes it 2 forward slots.
That is correct. Yeah, when you change your mech to the other form, it then becomes a 2-unit, a 2-slot unit, and you can switch it back. There's a controller to switch them back and forth as you want. The idea there was we
I
wanted
think
to
she
have
might
sort of
be
an
a shepherd.
opt-in dragon type of thing. If you wanted to create this 2-slot unit,
That would make
you
sense.
can do that and have your whole celebrate that
Yeah.
unit a little bit more. But if you didn't want that and just wanted to sort of like have them fill a role on your team, you could do that too.
We just saw the Thresh Blessing roll and give us 3 artifacts. That
was not the
insane.
Thresh roll, that was the
I think
augment.
that was forward.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah,
shocked. I was like,
Psionic
wow.
Shield.
Scion. Yeah.
All
yeah.
right, yes.
Yeah.
That's a lot more reasonable.
As wild as Thresh's payouts can be, I don't believe it's that extreme.
What do you think is the best payout that Thresh can give people from the
Oh.
rolls?
From the rolls,
question.
boy, that's a tough one. It's a good split. It's a lot of minor ones that can add up over time. Sometimes you get some stats, sometimes you get some goals, sometimes you get some rerolls. You're never really sad to see any of them. I think.
But what is
it's
a 6?
You know, a pleasant little surprise it gives you there.
I like it.
One of the things
Give me an
that
answer.
players are theorizing,
How
and
dare
I'm
you.
sure a lot of the players that are highly engaged in the competitive scene are thinking about is how do these gods impact the play style of the game? Does something like Thresh, can you only play it from ahead where you have some HP? Is there thought about that when we're designing these things?
There is a little bit of that in that So
Yeah, LeBlanc too. I really
generally
like the
there's
look of her cast.
the idea is that each god should have like
It's
the
weird that she's
context
like
of
kind
your
of
current
like
game should matter. And
LeBlanc
if it
and
influences
Vex
the
being
choice of which
like
god you make, that
attack
is
speed
good, right?
mages.
Mhm.
If you were always like
I
in
think
this game, for
they're
example, if
both
the game master like,
marksmen
well, you're always supposed to
technically.
go fetch 100% of the time,
It's
that
just
wouldn't be
weird.
great. So the idea is certain context, like this kind of board might benefit more from this sort of thing. This kind of situation might benefit more from this kind of thing.
Party
And
animal.
through that, we create the opportunity for each god to have its moment to shine.
Oh, Pantheon?
One thing that interestingly kind of helps with that a little bit is you may notice in the realm
Like
of
how
the
there's
god
an
moments,
augment
in addition to
that
the
gives for every
blessing
it's
offering
like
the god,
bronze for
each god is
life,
also offering
but
you
for
a
only
particular
unique
component, right?
traits.
So even if you're looking
Like
at
there's
like
so many in
these two are
here.
close, normally I would go this one, but
You
this
should
one over
pick every
here
unique
has this
trait and
component that I kind of really want to build this other
buff your
item.
team.
Do I take the
Who
one with
needs real
the
traits?
component to build the item
I mean,
I want? Do I take
that's,
the other
that
one
might be
that's
our your
I
late
favor a
game,
little bit
right?
more, but I might
If
build
you
the
think
two
about.
item I
Yeah, but you can
don't
also
want
get
as
it
much.
early
Do
because
I want to
there's
weigh all the
like
different
MF and
combinations
Rost
there
are 3
and make a
costs that
choice?
have
And
unique.
just to follow up on that,
Tom
the
Kench is a
components
4
are
cost that has
random.
it,
It's
and
not
then
that
yeah, a bunch of
Soraka
legendaries.
always
But it
gives
gives
you
you
a
path
bell,
early as
but
well.
it's just
Mhm.
it can be any of those components. And is it also random
Oh,
between the
Nunu
different players
looks
in the lobby,
cute.
or are we all getting the same component from one god?
So it's the same random component for everyone. So basically,
Alright.
everyone seeing the Soraka offering will see, here's this offering plus this specific component. Like, if it's a belt, we're all seeing a belt.
Okay.
But it could be a belt.
Wait,
it could
Shen's a
be
marksman too.
Hilariously enough, I think at one point, I think we still have this. One of Soraka's offerings was a belt. So you could get, like, a belt and a tier at the same time. Something like that.
Fancy. All right, I'm seeing a couple of people really starting to lock in on the endgame boards now that we're in stage 6, we're seeing a lot more legendaries getting picked.
Yeah.
Everyone seems to have favored the anomaly from what I've seen as well.
Oh, what do you
But what does
take
Sona
out?
do? I
Oh,
see this like
yeah, or not?
you know, the
Commands.
yeah, and everything.
Yeah, Sona's a neat one. Sona creates these command mods that you
Clear difference
attach to
again.
units.
I
Basically, they
always
give
get
you a little
baited by
bonus,
what seems shiny.
for a few fights. They stick around for a couple of fights, and they're just a little enhancement that can, give a special effect to the unit, like, letting
This
their
Morgana
attacks
is attacking
burn
very
or
fast.
sunder or whatever the case may be.
Right?
Allowing it to stun, maybe, give it a temporary item for a few turns. A lot of variety there. So each turn, each couple of turns, you'll get a new command mod and kind of figure out, okay, what do I want to do with this? Where do I put it? That sort of thing.
Wow, we got our
Ooh,
top
our
4.
top
Oh,
4.
you kept the top 4 graphic.
Oh, yes,
Yes!
absolutely. No, I mean, it's such a fun moment to celebrate that, yeah, having that remain, it's great.
That was something that I was so excited to see get released in KO Coliseum because it feels like I actually celebrate the top 4 more.
Yeah, okay, that's the hope, exactly. Like, one of the things with TFT, sometimes it feels like
I've had twice that I
players
lost
may
because
not
of the top
realize that,
4
like,
and bugged out my
top
fight,
4 is
so
good. Like,
Yeah.
it's not
I'm a
that,
hater.
people are like, well, I didn't win. It's okay, but top 4 is still,
Yeah,
you did
Twice
that
it
would
caused
turn
me
me
to
into a
bot
hater too.
for
You got LP.
Only go up.
right, yeah. So for celebrating that
Because
moment a little
it
bit more. So you feel
triggered
like, oh, I did
during
it, I
the
did it.
fight.
Yeah,
Like that's
let's keep
Yeah,
the faith
it
going.
triggered during the
Which
fight, and I
also
forget
being
what.
on the other side is
It's a
2-star.
specific
This is
unit.
Ooh.
damage.
I forget which
Oh.
unit.
Yes,
it-
this is a fightery, brawling blitzcrank here.
yeah.
remember who it
Somebody,
was now.
He was part of
somebody get on that
the
bug
spacecraft
if
trait,
that unit's in this
Um,
set also.
and he will uppercut people into disco balls, creating big old disco.
It was something like
I love it.
That is awesome.
Cassante
Oh, we're getting to
from
see
the previous one, or maybe it was set.
Here.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
Mm.
What do we got here?
Prototype.
I don't remember, but
Okay,
it's
so
one
this
of
is one
those
the
where it's
cheaper
like
ones.
Okay.
Yeah, so once
they
you
go off the board or
there's
something.
a spread of different tiers
Oh.
Is it
of
Fizz?
anima payouts.
It might have
and the
been
highest
Fizz
tier
when
ones
he like
can
goes
go
into
on
his
any unit.
like up on his
There's
fish
a middle
pole.
tier which are particularly useful on certain anima units.
That's
So if you're sticking with like
crazy.
I want to play like this anima unit, you might find the
Was it an Echo? Was Echo in
here's
last
my,
set? It was somebody that had like one of those
and
like
then
type
you
of
have a very
teleport
cheap
thingies.
tier that's like, okay,
So it
still
like thought it
getting
was
some payouts
when
and
everyone
very
was
useful.
in overtime when it thought everyone
This is
was
also
dead or
Fiora's
something,
first time being a
Mhm.
5 cost. We just saw her.
Right.
and it went off
quite
like
make it through
teleported
this
off the
fight.
board or
Tell me
whatever, and then
about,
came back and it
Fiora
killed
and
them,
what
but
she
it
does.
knocked me
All
out
right, so
and said I
Fiora's
was
high
eliminated
duelist.
even though I won the fight.
some of the damage.
No.
she deals,
Happened twice.
Some of the player damage.
I
is
wish I
gets
remember
healed
what unit
back.
it
And it
was
was
now.
last
Also, she
set?
has this little thing that as
I don't remember if it was last set or the
Blaze
beginning
duels
of
to
this
the land,
set.
she's
Oh,
on
I
roll
was
one.
thinking
She
it
will
could have
just
been
win.
set.
Hold on, what
like,
is this? Why is
'cause he
there a
runs out to
dragon
do
on our
the
board?
Wow.
push-up or
Okay,
setup.
so
Wait,
as you
why
may
is there
know,
an Elder Dragon?
Bard can
I
abduct
think
is the
this
UFO
is
that
a
Bard summons
gift,
can
right?
abduct units.
Uh-huh.
If you have Bard,
He abducted the dragon.
Really?
that is correct.
Oh,
We also have 3-star Corki.
It can abduct
Oh,
the
that's
dragon from
that's
nice.
PvE.
So
crazy.
we can place dragon on our board. Just to like reiterate that that is the case.
Yes, that is.
What?
Yeah, that is something we want to be possible. Like, it's funny when it came up. We're like,
That's
okay, what if we could do this though? What if we could get away with letting players because it's
That's-
fun.
I don't know
It
about
feels like
this.
getting away with something. Like, I abducted the dragon.
I
I
feel
get to
like
play
this
the dragon.
happened once
We do want to land
before.
in the spot where it's like the dragon feels like
Maybe it
a
was in
reasonable
Chunks
unit
Treasures,
to
but
have
you
on
could
your
like
board.
get an Elder Dragon.
And it costs 2 slots, I assume, because
I know it used to be a
Or is it 1
charm.
slot?
I believe it's just one.
Wow.
Yeah, maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
That's so funny. Does that mean like if somebody unlocked Zed through their augment that they could actually abduct Zed? Does it show up in your shop if you've abducted him?
Oh, I don't believe so. No, the only way to get Zed to show up in your shop is
The
through the
augment? Okay. All right.
Oh.
Oh, I
Oh,
can't
we're
Going down
damn
for
it.
rolling.
Graves 3.
Wait.
Ho, ho, ho.
Can he do it? Selling board, trying very hard, but
Oh,
not
man.
enough time.
Oh.
Sean,
Oh.
unfortunately, thumbs up and a valiant effort.
Hold on, I saw
Rip.
a request in chat. You know, these are playtest games. This is, the first look at this set. I saw Bard 3, please?
Oh, do we have Bart 3?
I don't think so yet. I
Wait,
think we're
someone's
close.
gonna
Oh,
roll.
double.
Someone's going to roll for Blitzcrank,
Right?
actually.
Let's
Hang
break
on.
3 too, maybe?
Wait, let's
Oh,
see. Lukewear and Cesar Baker, the final 2 players.
He has
in
to sell a Bard because the
lobby.
other player has the
Two more
Bard.
Blitzcranks. Come on.
He's holding Bard.
Lukewear actually is time to do it too because you're rolling on the PvE round.
One more.
Hey,
He only
he's holding
needs
Bard.
one.
Oh, no, we sold Bard. Okay, good.
No, he's got 7 Blitz.
We have
he's got-
time, we have
He's got
time.
8 Blitzcrank.
On.
No.
Please.
Yam.
Would this be your
Held
first
Bard.
3-star 5 cost?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait,
dear.
does this count for pick'ems?
Yeah.
No, it's already done.
Sorry
That would have been
about
cool if
that.
they had
Silky.
a pick'em segment
he has
for.
to
Come on,
do it.
roll,
Showmatch.
roll.
Please. Maybe Thresh can give us something really good? Okay, not quite. Just more gold. We need
Another
gold.
dragon.
Oh, wait, we're one off
Bard-
You
here
get
too.
Bard
2-star
three?
dragon.
Maybe Bard 3?
Wait. I know he has this UFO. We have so much gold we just sold, so now we can continue to roll.
He saw a Blitzcrank in his shop. There's the Blitzcrank! Blitzcrank 3 on Luker's board. No? Is it not?
Maybe? I didn't see the 3-star.
I-
Oh!
Bard 3!
Hey, Bard.
Okay.
Oh my god!
Bard and
Wow.
dragons.
Let's go!
Wow!
Bard
I
and
did not expect to see
dragons.
this today.
Wait, look at all the UFOs. Oh,
Who
2
could
off.
win?
Oh.
Karma.
no.
Held the Bard.
Wait,
Cast
these
does.
dragons
Oh
just come.
Uh-oh.
Oh my
Dude, The
gosh.
giant UFO!
That is one way to win a show match for sure.
Not bad, not
Yeah,
bad.
that was quite
That
Update
was
my
so
pick'ems.
fun.
What a fantastic showing of the new set.
I'm so glad you folks got to see that. That is a very fun one of the fine.
I picked one 3-star
I
5
also may have
cost.
gotten
Give it to
a
me.
compilation of some of these, and I think it
That
steals
counts.
every unit that was
Mean
on the opponent's
points.
board.
I think so.
That's incredible.
Wow.
That's so
I
incredible.
mean, you know, it's at that point you've kind of already won the game. Sure, we'll
I
give it
like
to
the
you.
dev's shirt
Hey,
is
it's
also
so
like
fun.
vaguely
Wow, okay,
spacious.
so I'm already super excited to see the set
Like
launch,
space-
and we
if
got to
space was
cover
the
a
sea.
lot within the show match. But Matt, is there anything else that you did not get a chance to see in game that you're really excited for players to discover when they get their hands on this set?
Oh man, really, there's so much of it here that I'm just looking forward to everything. Like seeing you folks experience this. Definitely, I'd love what we saw here today with the Bard 3. Really fun. There are other
Did
great
you
spectacles, both
stay
with the prismatic
up
traits
today,
and the
or
3-star 5 costs.
have you woken
Looking
up?
forward to
Yep.
seeing some of those,
I
discovering
have not
those.
slept.
But yeah, just everything.
feel
in the
good,
set.
though.
We really
Early start.
are looking
Yeah,
forward to you
early
folks
start.
enjoying
Hopefully
this
early
set,
finish.
rolling the
No
guys,
7 games,
everything went
please.
into it.
Yeah,
and
I'm
thank you so
thinking
much.
4.
Can we
I'm
talk
thinking
about
it's
that
gonna be
artwork
4.
really fast?
Oh, absolutely.
Because that was something
When
that I think we were
after I got off
all
after that
oohing and
6th
awing
one,
at while watching this
I
game play
fell
out.
asleep, I
Is
think, before I even turned on the
clearly
stream for the
care and
7th
detail
game.
that went into actually
I was
crafting the
out.
gods, but
Mhm.
also the
I hope
music and
you
the
slept
sounds and the
well.
feelings of when you actually use these
I think I
champions.
did.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
remember.
I
a
caught
big
up
guiding light
on
here was,
Jujutsu
again, we wanted to
Kaisen,
make sure that
had
this
dinner,
time this space set
and
felt
then
distinct in that it was
went to
a
sleep
very
at 10.
fantasy style of space.
Nice.
So everything from like the look of the gods
I woke
making
up
it feel
around
very
2:30.
mystical, very divine.
And now
The
we're
look
here.
of the
Oh,
realm
yeah.
when you first load into
My
the realm of the
Instagram
gods,
story.
like it does feel spacey, but it doesn't. There aren't a bunch of machines around or anything. It's very like mystical space. And then there's the gods on the
And I have
thrones
my
glowing,
coffee.
or their altars rather, and you see them like right away, right first thing you load in. So yeah, getting to see all that. And you mentioned the music. The music, I think, does a great job of like riding that line between sounding sci-fi, having great epic moments as well, but also embracing some of the lightheartedness and silliness that like traits like the Meeples, for example. Like TFT always has a bit of lightheartedness.
I'm starting with a coffee today instead of starting with a Red Bull.
These grandiose gods is wonderful.
As soon as I saw the meeps, I just typed in the chat of the preview thing. I was like, me meeps 2020. No matter what
Everybody
happens,
did.
I
We
will
were
be
all
playing this
giddy.
every game. Yeah.
So
I
good.
got obliterated by somebody that hit the Meeple Prismatic.
Oh, really?
Oh, you got to see it.
I did get to see it. So can I spoil? No, I don't want to
Okay,
spoil.
okay, okay,
Actually,
okay, okay.
I don't.
Wait,
I don't want to
Meeple
spoil.
Prismatic?
But
What do you
all
mean?
I have to say is that if you get a chance to actually hit the Meeple Prismatic in game, you will enjoy it just as much as I enjoyed getting destroyed by it. It was very cool.
Can't just say that.
Please
She can't
do
just say
experience it
the
for yourself.
prismatic
to
and not say what it
know.
is.
Like having us describe it to you, I do feel like would be sadly a criminal underselling.
You're right.
But yeah, I'm glad you got to see it though. That is a fun one.
It is super cool. Well, Matt, thank you so much for joining us
There
in
were a
Spain
decent
to
amount of
give us more
prismatics from
insight
what I
on what's
remember.
to come in Set 17 Space Gods. Any final words that you want to say to the fans of TFT that are looking
New
forward to
ones
seeing this on April
for the set?
15th?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you very much for having me
Let
here,
me see.
and thank you everyone for taking the time to watch this show match. And as always, for just playing our game, sticking with us all these years.
Darkstar has
Really
one.
excited to have you see.
Meeples
this
has
next new set,
one.
Space Gods Set 17. And
Mecha has
yes,
one,
thank
I
you so
think.
much for always being a part of TFT, making it what it is.
Because Mecha only has 3 units, but
the
there's
game that it is. Thank you so much.
a 6
Thank
mech
you, Matt,
trait.
once again for joining
So I'm
us
assuming
and
that's
for also, of course,
prismatic.
putting this amazing set together. Set 17 is going to launch on
Unless
April
there's some way to
15th,
get
so make sure
an extra
that you
3.
stay tuned to play the next set.
Oh,
We
maybe
are
not,
going to be
because
going
whatever
to
the
a quick
transformed
break,
mech is
and
counts
then
as
when
2.
we will
it
come
says.
back, we will be
Okay.
starting with the
So it'd be 4, so it'd
Tactician's
only be a
Crown
plus
Grand
2 at level
Finals for
6.
Lore
It's probably
and
just
Legends.
gold. It's
See
probably
you
not
all
a
soon.
prismatic. Yeah, Meeple
My
has
goal
one.
for Tactician's Crown would be to make like the last lobby day 3, because like this set in EU competitions I made every day 3 so far.
Primordian has 3 units and has a 6 trait. No, never mind, I can't read. Ignore that one.
Okay.
Space Groove definitely has one. It just says the groove.
Nice.
Stargazer has one based on the trait. One of it, it was an 11 piece. You had to have 11, and there's only 6 of them.
He played with a singular vision, a master of Fast 9, pushing the limits
But
in every
Stargazer's the type where it changes every game.
Mhm.
So I think only one of them has prismatic.
From Tier 2 to
Okay.
EMEA regional winner, and now in the grand finals of Lore and Legends Tactician Crown.
Okay, I
Elia,
took a look
you
at
showed
Space
us that
Groove.
being a
So they
champion
didn't
isn't about never
bring
failing, it's about
Tarek
how you
back
rise.
with
The
it,
guy has such
which
an
I'm kind of
insane
sad
read.
about.
We prepped for
But they
the
did
entire
add
thing together.
Ornn
I was
and
so down last set after my
Gwen
performance.
and
They squeezed in
Samira.
me this set, and now making
And
worlds
Timo.
with him together, a final lobby. It's
They moved
surreal.
Nami to
It's
4
And
cost,
as
so
we step
win.
into this final
Yeah,
lobby,
agree,
remember,
win.
you're not climbing alone.
What? 2 frauds on final lobby? Only one more thing to do. Bring it home. Easy snack.
Hey, Daisy and Elio, I know one of you guys is gonna bring it home tomorrow. So good luck. You guys got this.
Good luck, Elia and Dasik. You guys are the goats.
Let's go, Uncle Elia!
Let's go, Elia! Let's go, Daisy!
Elia and Dasik, you got this. GG.
Wishing my good friends
They're cursing
Elia and
EU.
Dasik the best
I
of
know,
luck
I
in the
love
finals
it.
tomorrow. Let's go!
Hello, Dasik and Elia. Good luck today. I hope you guys do very well, and one of you guys win Worlds.
Let's go, Elia. I hope you win. Dasik, I hope you win as well. I hope you win as well.
I'm Dasik here in my Elia cosplay, ready to watch the bro take the crown. Let's go!
That's so cute.
I could not think of a better
He's
way
going
to
eighth.
get
Oh, yeah.
ready to go
They're both
for
going
our
eighth.
Tactician's Crown Grand Finals than seeing the love and support for Elia and Dasik
What a curse.
as they get ready to take the stage representing EMEA.
The entire Cooking Brownies were there.
Can't
to show
do that
support
to
for
Europe.
These two players who might
Or
make it to the Grand Finals.
CTG.
Yeah, it's been such a long time for EMEA. Of course, we still have
The whole
Revan and
league
Darth
curse
in those
started with
positions,
EU, right?
coming
What
in
was
from
it?
the
The
West as well.
Shocks
Camino
eyes
doesn't have to
on?
sit alone this time.
That was EU, right?
It's going to be a really
Yeah.
exciting battle today because for the
Cursing.
grand
They
finals,
did it
we have
again.
8 competitors remaining that get to vie
I don't remember
for
who it
the
was now.
Tactician's Crown
I
and
think it was
the World
Fnatic.
Champion title for Lore and
I don't
Legends.
remember. I'm gonna look it
Elia
up.
and Dasik are just 2 of the competitors taking to the stage today, and I also want to take a moment to
So I feel like it was
talk
before
about
G2
Darth
existed.
Nub, because
Yeah, it was
from the
Fnatic.
Americas, last set they were not here in the grand finals for KO Coliseum, so that was definitely a little sad. But Darth Nub does stand as
said
the last
various
competitor from the
LEC
Americas
players.
that we can cheer behind.
And he's a player that has a very first or eighth playstyle, which is sometimes not what you expect to see in a Swiss stage coming into day 3, but if you end up making it to the Grand Finals lobby, this is a huge
America's
advantage. You
last
have a lot
hope.
of comfort playing around
Darth
Galio Rise,
Nub.
for example, these really high cap comps that can win a checkmate format.
Darth Nub is a community hero because he posts all the TPC schedule posts on competitive TFT, and he also has a damage calculator that is going to be selling like hotcakes pretty soon.
I've always just heard good things about Darth Nub, just as like a person as well. Not only how he ends up
Which,
being
by
that
the
community
way,
figure, as
chat,
you're saying, but also
we have an
just
interview with
how
Darth
he
Nub.
supports
So
the
go
rest
check
of
that
the
out.
study group. I feel like when
on
it
our
comes to
YouTube.
TFT, we always say
You should
it
also
takes
check
the
out the
solo
Bosso
player
Skills
to
interview that
actually play
Domino
the
did.
game, but it takes the whole team to try to get the win. And so you could hear that not just from the support that Aaliyah and Dasik were getting, but of course the way that Darth Nub helps to build up his friends in the process.
And he's a player that has played very little or no reroll, weirdly enough, in the first 2 days, when reroll has been so dominant. Look at someone like Revan, for example, with 7 games of Darius reroll. So I'm curious to see how these different game plans and styles will clash on this grand final. Just so interesting in a checkmate format, especially.
Well, someone
I
that's
wonder
also
if they're
very
gonna put up a
interesting is Zaya.
timer
We saw
to the
this
start of
player take a
games.
Kiana 3
'Cause we're predicting
Ishtal
12
cash out
minutes from
to
now.
650 and win the game. But he's also done some really other very unusual things in this tournament.
I know they have
Zaya
everyone
is
in the
the
lobby
player to
ready,
beat coming into
so
the finals. Just think about the records he has already
yeah, imagine
rewritten.
because they probably want to go to
78
break
points in the group
before.
stage, the most dominant that we've
Yeah,
had
they
in
usually
TAC
have to
history.
run
If you look back to his regional
ads
performance, he has not
every
gone
hour.
8th place for 30 straight
Ads.
games. Even his run
know.
yesterday, 46 bomb day 2, another record, and then not actually going into the 8th place at all. The scariest thing, he's actually the youngest competitor with no previous competitive history, so this is a great opening chapter for him.
Well, we're getting info on some of our players. We are very excited to be joined by special guest
Saya?
Ibai.
Were they
And
still
we're so
talking about
excited
Saya
not just to
there?
have you
Being the
to kind
youngest
of talk to
competitor?
us a little bit about what's going on Movistar
I missed
Koi,
it.
but also how excited are you to see Revan as a part of this grand finals today?
Yeah, we are so excited because
That's cool.
for us it's unbelievable. Reven is our friend and he's playing very good. He's playing a lot of Darius, but we are confident for today. So let's go, Reven. We are with you, no?
We're cheering.
Yeah, we are cheering.
We support our friend because it's like he had the idea to set up this roster with Odessa, Safo, and Alison.
Yeah.
And actually, we were pretty sad when he lost the tier 1 place. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he recovered in the best play to do it. So we are extremely proud of him. So we just want to let him enjoy today. And if he becomes the champion, we are even more proud. But for us, he already won. So
Aw.
it's just a party day for us.
It's been awesome watching Reven's tournament run to reclaim that spot in the TFT Pro Circuit. And I want to ask you a little bit about how it's been to watch from the community perspective. Reven was saying he had 15K viewers watching his tournament yesterday. And how has the community reacted to Movistar Koi's success in TFT?
Yeah, the Spanish community is insane. Reven has a lot of experience on Twitch and YouTube. He's a big streamer a lot of years ago. And he's playing very good. So the Spanish and Latin American community is so huge, Quentin.
It's supporting him a lot.
Yeah.
Actually, the community didn't lose a single tournament from him. Even he's on Spanish tournament, European qualifier. Of course, when he got the world's spot, but actually, big day for him.